Hey Melissa, what's going on? Oh, gotta turn your volume on, my friend. Hey, there we go. How we doing?
How are you, Jeremy?
I'm doing good. I cannot complain. Where are you calling me from today?
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, big football team down there.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Roll
guys are
Tide.
okay, right?
Just a little.
A little bit. I got you. Cool. So today's call is really all about you. I just want to get some more indication on who you are, what you're about. I'm gonna provide you some strategies on how to get there. Cool.
Cool, cool.
All right. So kind of tell me a little bit about yourself. What do we currently do?
Currently right now I am a accounts rep at um it's a small business, so I've been working there for about 7 years now. But how I got into this fitness thing is I got divorced and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start focusing on myself and my health. Ended up losing 125 pounds in 15 months.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was just going to the gym like every single day, and I got into a habit of it. Like I really stayed consistent with it and was just in there like every single, even got a job working there part-time because I'm like was really passionate about, you know, just reaching my goals and stuff like that. So even funnier thing, I started to see myself like I didn't see myself at 125 pounds lighter, right? So I'm reaching out to trainers and I'm asking them and I'm saying like, I need help, but nobody's reaching back out to me. And then one day I was in the gym, then somebody was like, do you train? And I was looking like, me? And they were like, yeah. And they were like, I see you coming in here all the time and I see you lost a lot of weight. So you probably could help people. And it really took off for me when I was posting on Instagram, and I just started posting my weight loss journey on there. And then um, people just kept asking me like, what are you doing? Like, how did you do this? So it's really been a blessing of a journey. I love helping people. Like I've always enjoyed just being in the community, helping other people problem solve, strategize, whatever it may be. And this kind of like fell in my lap, so I'm taking it taking advantage of it, right? I mean,
Right.
what other better way to help people save lives than to get them, put on the right path to being more healthy and just, and I've even came up with this, my whole strategy of my idea of a program that I want to present to these ladies that um I've been helping. Like I've been helping just random people, and I have no idea. Like I said, I started off just saying, "Well, of course I'll work out with you," and then I'm like, you know what? Sounds like it's a little business here, and I just kept going with it, and um, it's turned into one of my great passions. I love doing it. I love getting in there. I love to burn. I love how strong I am, how strong my body is. I get me and my kids, we work out now. It's a lifestyle. Like I said, it's something I do every single day. I work out every single day. I make sure I stay hydrated. It's a mindful thing. Like it's really changed. Exercise has changed my perspective on how I view life, So I'm very passionate about it. I stay on my people all the time, my clients, my little clients I got now. I'm always getting on them about accountability and being mindful and understanding you got to keep these habits going, and it's a routine, and which kind of goes hand in hand with what I did as account rep, because I was always making sure everything was detailed and in order and stuff. But yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
I,
How many clients do you
yeah.
currently have?
Oh, right now I have about 6 clients. But I try like what the program that I sort of designed is like a 30-day challenge. I try to get them in, create them with healthy habits. We try to do an assessment on them, make sure that they are on the right track and what goals they have. And after that 30 days, if they continue, which nine times out of 10, most of them continue anyway, we go over and they've been having some really good results. Like my ladies have really been having some really great results, to having more energy, losing inches. We've got one of my clients, she's lost like 14 pounds in like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I know I'm in the right place. I know I'm doing the right thing. And it's so easy for me to do it. Like it's easy just for me to get in there and help these ladies get out here and do their thing. I mean, I worked for it. I earned it. I did. I put in a lot of work towards it. And I'm proud to say that, hey, I can do it and you can too. So I'm pushing that out there for people. No surgery for me. I'm not, I mean, if you have surgery, that's up to you, but I'm big on, did you try harder? If you didn't try harder, then I don't know. I'm not taking any excuses. If you didn't try harder than you did the day before, then hey, I'm not taking that as an excuse. So I'm big on that. Especially I got 3 girls, so I'm
Yeah.
big on that image thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
100%. So are your clients in person or are they online, or what does that look like for you?
Most of my clients are in person, but I want to get out of that in-person thing. I want to start doing more online because I went viral on a couple of my posts, and a lot of my people, I mean, I'm here in Alabama, but a lot of the people that are reaching out to me that want help, that need help, they want those coachings, they want those calls, and I'm willing to go out there and go that extra step for them. They're in different states, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be able to reach everyone. I want to be able to reach everyone worldwide with this thing. So
Yeah, it sounds like you're truly passionate. Sounds like your own personal journey gave you that awakening and found your true purpose. And now you just enjoy helping individuals. Your previous position as an account rep, being detailed and very methodical, paid off really well with your personal training. And now people are getting great results from that. Outside of that, what else do you feel like online coaching will give you? Is it going to be more flexibility, more financial freedom? What does that look like for you?
I want the financial freedom, of course, but I also enjoy the flexibility. I've got, like I said, I'm a mom of 3, and I take care of my brother. He has autism too. So I like to have that flexibility to where I could take him to his doctor's appointments, get my kids, up and going. If they're in sports, they got volleyball, basketball, track, we're all over the place. And I just like the flexibility to be able to say, hey, I was able to be a service to others today, and that helped me tremendously in my healing and my journey. But also, I want to be able to have that leniency to say I was still able to do what I needed to do as a parent, as a mom, So that flexibility is a huge one for me.
I love that. Totally get that. I got 5 kids of my own. So I got 2 boys and
You
3 girls.
you know.
I know all about it. You're right. All right, cool. So are you still an account rep then? Are you still also working part-time at the
No,
gym?
no, no. I took this thing on like I'm a risk taker, right?
I
My
love it.
dad,
Let's
my dad's
go.
like, he's like, follow your dreams, girl. Just follow them. So I told him, I was like, the beginning of this year, I was like, I'm gonna take it full force and putting all my energy, all my time into this because I'm really passionate about it. And I ended that job after 7 years being there because I went through you guys coaching and the trainings, and I saw the YouTube, and I'm like, man, I can relate to these people so much, Like I didn't feel like I was fulfilled, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm getting
Yes.
older now. I just want to be able to feel like I have a purpose in life, and what I'm doing is making a difference. And so yeah, I was like, hey, deuces.
I love it. Now, what are you currently bringing in a month now with your coaching?
I'm right at about 2 a month. But that fluctuates. Like I said, it's really not consistent. But like I said, I need more money. What I'm doing for these ladies, like I said, 12 pounds in 3 weeks. Come on. But yeah, I really feel like I know I need the coaches. I know I need the sales experience to get there to close these calls and get
Yeah,
these ladies going. But yeah, yeah.
I love it. What are you charging right now for your services?
Right now, I'm charging 75 a month. So
Oof.
they get me for, yeah, but see, I don't know, like, I'm, like, all over the place because 'cause I'm all in these groups, and I'm trying to get as much research as I can, and I'm trying to get a feel of these ladies and what, but I'm like, I really have no freaking, because some people, and I don't know if it's, I have no clue, like I said, I'm not a sales sales is not
Yeah.
my expertise, so I'm like, I guess that would be, and everyone's like, that's a really cheap price. And I'm like, well, should I be charging more than that? But I don't, I guess for me, I don't feel like I'm doing that much work. But I
Yeah.
guess for them, they're feeling like, oh, you're doing a lot of stuff. But because this comes so easy for me to do this, it's like so I need help with it. Help.
Yeah, for sure. So industry averages for online coaching is going to be anywhere between 250 to 500 per month. Okay, depending on what
Okay.
you're offering. So if you're having
Okay.
weekly check-ins, you're doing like their nutritional protocols for them, you're updating their
Mhm.
programs, they're doing Zoom calls like this. Maybe you're, ordering their groceries. These are all things that can be. The more that we do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. If you're doing in
Right.
person, the average in person. Do you have any current certifications, by the way?
No, I just got this online
Gotcha.
cert.
Okay, so also if you're doing in person, so I was a master level trainer for over 15 years. So in person, I was charging 150 a session, not a month, a session. So I was making a bag. So I was training from 4:30 in the morning to about 8:30 at night. I had quite a few clients. So for you, I'd want to be able to hike that up, right? Because you're taking time to get to the gym, to meeting these individuals. That's a lot of time out of your own personal schedule. It takes you away from the kiddos, right? So we need to take all those things into consideration. So I think this is going to be huge for you to have that guidance and help kind of figure out what you're offering, and then
Mhm.
also again how to sell that and how to maximize what we're marketing. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Cool. All right. So with that being said, now that you know the industry averages, how much would you want to make to feel comfortable?
I'm a go-getter, man. I'm going for the gusto. Look,
Let's
but I
get it.
mean, like realistic term, I guess. I mean, I would love to make anywhere between 5 to 10,000 a month, man. That would be awesome. Like I could see myself doing it. I could see myself doing it. I got to put in the work. I'm willing to
One
put in the work. You know.
100%. So I'm gonna give you some context behind that. Okay. So we also help with an optional certification. It's no additional charge, but it's also an online certification, equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. Okay. This will help kind of maximize your overall knowledge and recommendations that you can provide an individual. But think about this. Right now, you have 6 clients. Okay. So let's just say you were charging right around 350. So anywhere between 250 to 500. Okay. So we'll just say 350 just as I like to always go the lower end just so you know, worst case scenario. So let's say you're charging 350 on average, and let's say you have 15 clients, that would get you over 5,000 a month, right? That is actually 5,250. Okay. So if we had, let's say, 20 clients, that gets you 7K. Okay. So it can happen relatively fast, especially if you already have people reaching out to you in different cities. That's going to be huge. If we can also maximize our local area. So, as an example, I'm partnered with a local supplement company out here. I have all my clients on specific supplementation. That supplement company gives me 30 referrals a month because I'm supporting their business. So, anyone that goes into a supplement store clearly has some health and fitness goals, and they're getting shuttled right to me, right? So, all I'm doing is closing down those sales calls, at a 50% clip or greater, right? So if you maximize what you're already
Mhm.
good at, people already know who you are. Maybe you'd go do free conversations to women at maybe healthcare facilities, like my wife's in healthcare. I'll go meet with her associates. I'll get 15 referrals off that. And I do that like once or twice a month. And again, it's just maximizing the people that are around me that already know who I am, know who my wife is, so I can bring home a larger chunk of change. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I've got to get comfortable with networking with people because I'm very, like I said, I was very introverted, and I was like, you know what, I got to get out of this stuff because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to help people. So I'm trying to push myself to that conformality where I'm like, hey, get in the gym, like let's do this. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
100%.
So
You have a story to tell, right? People want to know
yeah.
how you lost 125 pounds in 15 months. That's remarkable, right? People want to resonate
Hmm.
with that. You give them hope. You give them an outlook. You are the cheat code to them, right? So if you can solve their problems, they're going to be willing to pay a higher premium because they've had that problem for such a long time. They're a lot of people get tired of having that problem, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Cool. I love this so far. Now, it sounds like we've already tried posting, which has been great for you. You said you went viral on a couple posts. You've been doing 30-day challenges. Anything else that we've tried to make this thing more of a reality for you?
Oh, I mean, I've been doing all kind of content, but that I'm just gonna be real. That stuff is it's draining, trying to do all the hashtags and keeping up with all the trends. I'm like, am I getting too old for this? Or maybe it's, I don't know. But yeah, I've been trying to like post daily, and then I've also tried to schedule out my posts, but I'm stuck at trying to either I want to stay consistent with the same posts, but as there's so much information I want to get out there that I don't know if how I feel like I'm all over the place, and that's something I know I'm struggling with trying to get the word out there to market myself. So
So it sounds like
yeah.
we're looking for something a little bit more simplistic, more efficient, and structured game plan on what to post, when to post, and how to get it out there, right?
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised as we go through this. All those things that you talked about that you're struggling with, I got something for you. Cool.
Cool.
Now,
Cool.
as far as what do you feel like you need from a business coach or a mentor to take this to the next level? Are we looking for direct accountability, a step-by-step game plan? What is it that you need to get you to that level that you want to be at?
I think I need a plan. I've gotten into so much stuff. When you even mentioned a supplement thing, I got into that a supplement company. I've got my own my own supplements that I'm trying to do for my ladies and stuff. So I've gotten into all this different stuff, and I'm like, I just need the roadmap. I need to get on this thing and start moving, but I'm so scatterbrained with trying to get everything done, strategically. And it's like, yeah. But yeah, if I had a plan, like I'm fine with accountability. If I'm gonna hold myself accountable. I didn't do what I need to do, shame on me, but it's very rare, especially with everything I do. But yeah, I need that plan. I need it.
I guess. Cool. Now, in the next 4 to 6 months, how would you like to see your life different than where it's currently at?
Oh my God, the next 4 to 6 months, I could see myself like with that financial freedom, with that flexibility, being able to wake up in the morning knowing, hey, I'm doing what I love every day and I have purpose and I'm giving back and making a difference, and not stressed out. Come on, who wouldn't want that? You know.
Exactly. Now, you mentioned stressed. How stressed are you on a day-to-day basis from like a 1 to a 10? One being not much, 10 is like, oh my God.
I'm like at I would say like at about I'm like at a 3 or 4. I'm not too bad because I know what I need to do. I just don't know how to do it. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Now, what would happen if you continuously know like what you need to do, you just don't know how to do it? What would it happen if we didn't move forward with some type of coaching mentorship? What would life look like for you the next 6 to 12 months if you didn't move forward?
Oh, I'm gonna be so frustrated with myself because I know me. I'm a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also like my friends say, I'm stubborn because it's really hard for me to ask for help. But I'm at a point now. I know I need the help. Like I've gotten so far in this journey by myself, and you sort of get stubborn when you get so far by yourself. But I know that I need the help, and in the next 12 months, if I don't get this help, I'm going to continue to beat myself up at all the opportunities that I'm going to miss out on. And I don't want to miss out on any more opportunities because just losing that amount of weight, in that time frame, my life has totally changed. Like I'm not even the same person, and that's something in itself is just a remarkable story that people need to hear about. But mine is, like I said, my story is a little different. I can get deep into it, but I'm not, this is just a little call here. But yeah, I really could see my life, I would just be fine, just be floating. There wouldn't I would still be dreaming about goals. I wouldn't be making any progress. It would be little progress. It wouldn't be enough progression to get me over that hill. I can see myself, how you see yourself at the hill and you can see yourself getting up there, but you're like, dang man, the sun's in my eyes. I don't even know where to go. And I can
Yeah.
still see myself being there like, in the next 12 months. And I could just see the opportunities just going by. And I'm like, man,
Well, the
I
good
do not want that.
Yeah,
No.
the good news is we're full of community. We're really big on having several different touch points. You'd actually have an individualized coach specifically to make sure that you're being held accountable and that we're reaching you to those levels of success that you're looking for. We'd have, every 2 weeks, we'd have one-on-one coaching calls to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback. You're also going to have group support calls as well. So no matter where you're at in business, we're going to be able to help push you forward. I'm going to do a quick recap to make sure I got everything on point. Cool.
Cool.
All right, so we are out in Alabama. You quit your job after 7 years to go full time with this in-person coaching thing. You got 6 clients. We're charging $75 a session. We know that we need to charge that bad boy a little bit more. So we're struggling with kind of the sales, the marketing, and more of the systems aspect. It looks like you want to kind of gear toward more of the online platforms so you can impact more people's lives. The reason why we're on this call is because of your own personal journey. You lost 125 pounds in 15 months. You were inspired by that. It turned into a lifestyle. Other people were reaching out to you. You went viral. People are like reaching out. You realize, hey, I can really make some money fulfilling purpose and doing something that gives me fulfillment. Another thing is we want to take care of those 3 girls and your brother. It gives you more flexibility, more freedom, more time, and it's going to provide a little bit less stress. Our goal is to initially get to 5 to 10K a month. We know that we need, if we're going to charge around $350, that we need anywhere between 20 to 30 clients to get us there, and we know we can get that. What we've tried is posting. We've done 30-day challenges. We've done a lot of content, posting daily, but we started kind of getting at a sticking point. We kind of need something that's more efficient, a little bit something more smoother. In the next 4 to 6 months, we'd like complete financial freedom. We'd like to have the ability to live out our purpose, and more importantly, be less stressed and 100% financial free. How'd I do?
That sounds great. Where do I sign? Hey, that's my testimony.
Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go into a light presentation of what we have to offer, but then we're going to go deep into our actual modules. I'm going to show you how I'm going to get you to 10K. Cool?
Okay, cool.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen.
All right, I can see it.
All right. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. We're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a rating of an A out of a possible A+, which solidifies who we are in the online space. We're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. Now on the success ladder, we're going to have 2 tiers. We're going to have 10K Accelerator. We're going to have Mastery Level Coach. 10K Accelerator is ideal for an individual such as yourself, someone who wants to create some major impact on the online platform. The information this course can give us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months if so desired. Now, Mastery Level takes place when we're hitting 10K on a consistent basis, but our focal point changes to we're trying to get to 100K per month. We're kind of trying to step away from the coaching aspect, become more of a CEO of our own business, if that makes sense. But for right now, we're really going to focus on building our foundations. Would you agree?
Agreed. Yep.
Beautiful. Now our program is broken up into 4 phases, but the first thing we want to do is we want to help you get some clients right out the gate. Then we'll establish a solid business foundation. We'll help you generate leads organically to maximize your overall reach. And we'll develop sales and client retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. As far as the support aspect goes, it's going to be second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire duration of that 4 months. This individual's completed both 10K and Mastery Level, so they have a 6 or 7-figure business of their own built off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you want to get to and the most efficient way to get there. And then as mentioned earlier, every 2 weeks, you'll have one-on-one coaching calls, very similar to this, revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, very specific instructions on what you need to execute for the upcoming weeks. And then when you're averaging about 2 to 3 Zoom calls per week and we complete the sales module, we'll introduce you to your own sales coach. So you had mentioned earlier, you want to learn how to close down these deals more effectively, get a larger return of investment. That's exactly what this individual is going to help you do. Bi-weekly roster group coaching calls, accompanied with 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate your current work schedule. So this would go over client objection handling, client delivery, mindset issues, marketing, lead generation, anything you can think of. And then 24/5 tech support with your coach. So outside of all those game planning calls, you can text your coach 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're contractually obligated to answer every single one of your questions. Now, as you've seen, becoming a fitness entrepreneur is exciting. It's awesome. It's amazing, but it's also overwhelming at times. So we created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work, meditation, even journaling sessions, just to ensure you're in a good headspace to move forward within your business. As far as the resources go, you're going to have the course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method. We'll even give you done for you programming, which will save you hours each week. And we'll give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements to your program. And as mentioned earlier, we do offer an optional certification at no additional charge. Any questions on that so far?
No.
Cool. This is going to be the secret sauce to get you from 0 to 10K. 4 phases. Phase 1, act first. We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are, what we're about, but we're going to implement specific strategies to get your first couple clients. Phase 2, we're going to set up all of your backend systems. We're going to make sure you're a fully legalized company. Then we're going to identify what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So this first 2 phases will take about a month to month and a half. These are one-time setups. The remaining of the time will be in phase 3 and phase 4, which we'll be doing on a daily basis. Okay, so phase 3, developing consistency. We're going to show you how to maximize your overall reach on all the social medias by creating organic marketing strategies. We'll show you how to utilize WhatsApp group for our community lead generation method, and we'll show you how to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4 is like the fine tuning. So maximizing your sales skills, understanding the sales psychology, and then also delivering consistent delivery systems, but emphasizing customer support and client retention to keep people happy for longer periods of time and advance into higher levels of your programming. Any questions at all on that?
No, sounds great.
All right, so this is going to be the actual modules. There's going to be 33 total modules. Each module is going to have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. The link in the videos are tutorial style, so they'll go step by step on exactly what you need to do to get to those next levels, okay? So the first step to becoming full-time, we talked about strategies. We give you 3 different strategies that you're going to implement. The cool thing is the resources we provide for you, the majority of them are already done for you, so we're more efficient with our time. Now, the accelerator directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capabilities. Now, the success roadmap is broken up into 2 phases. What do we need to do to get from 0 to 5K? So remember, that was our first goal, and then get from 5 to 10. So it goes step by step on what we need to do week to week to ensure that you're in a place of success. Now, based upon your specific goals, we want to create daily and evening routines. We also know that part of becoming an entrepreneur, there's going to be some mindset challenges. Fear, anxiety, imposter syndrome, those are all natural, normal feelings, but we teach you how to move past that to move forward with your overall business. Then we've also identified the top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur. So I know one here, you said struggling to send DMs. We'll help you through that. All right, we'll make sure that you're reaching your full potential. Essentially, we're going to show you all solutions behind each and every one of these problems. Now, as far as administration systems and ChatGPT, this is where things get interesting. Have you started utilizing ChatGPT yet?
No, man, there was a live you guys had. I got caught up with something. I missed that live. I wanted to see that so bad.
So
I know that,
ChatGPT is like Google on steroids. It's like a high-powered virtual
man.
assistant. So
Yeah, I've
essentially,
heard about it.
essentially it's an app that we can utilize, and we can give it specific commands, and it loads things up in a fraction of the time. So we can use it for creating SOPs, content creation ideas, even utilizing it for program variables, also for your nutritional guidelines as well. Like literally typing something in and within a matter of seconds, it gives us an answer, which is crazy. Your backend systems, we'll show you how to set up Waiver, Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls. We even have applications you can utilize to load all of your programming, all of your nutrition into one spot, make it more convenient for your clients as well. Your financial systems, same thing here. We're going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, when to pay yourself, when to pay quarterly taxes, examples of business write-offs, all your business insurances, all your business legalities set here. Now, the cool thing is, if you're to file your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company. It takes literally 2 to 3 minutes. So all your business legalities are done. Cool?
Wow. Cool.
From there, we're going to move into target setting. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We'll deep dive into your specific goals. And then based upon that, we want to identify what problem you solve for individuals. From there, we can then figure out what we're going to charge. So our offer and pricing, really understanding how much value that you bring. Is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. That high ticket offer is established upon your overall length of terms. So we'll help with the structure of your pricing. Any questions on that so far?
Nope.
All right. So I know that offer and pricing was something else that we really want to deep dive into, right? So you can make a larger return of investments. You're not having to only collect $75 from these ladies. We need to hike that price up, right?
Right, right.
Okay. Now, organic marketing, I think you're really going to enjoy this. We're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of social media and get 14 different pieces of content created out of it by utilizing some AI software. So everything's going to be a lot more convenient,
Oh
more
my
efficient.
God. So,
Now, once we have those 14 different pieces created, we can then spread it across our platforms, right? So we're going to show you how to maximize your
mhm,
overall reach, setting up podcasts and YouTube. We want more people to understand who you are, what you're about, the message that you're trying to convey. And then we'll show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting. There's very specific strategies and resources in each platform to really maximize its potential. So it will take it all the way down to the hashtag use, page aesthetics, page organization, call to actions, storylines, you name it. We'll show you all the intricate details behind it. Okay. Same thing for TikTok as well. We'll show you how to maximize this bad boy as well. Now, content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Basic, Canva Pro, Microsoft Designer. These are just really cool editing features to add more page aesthetics. So it's really good for organization, creating branding, logos, things of that nature. And then from there, we have the 10K lead generation framework. There's a few different ways we do this. We first start off with earned media. I want you to think of earned media as like people raising their hand and reaching out to you first. So you've already had quite a few individuals already inbox you. They're already enticed. They're interested. So we're going to show you different resources and strategies to bring more people to you. So example, cross-pollination. Maybe you're partnered with another social media influencer or coach. Their audience gets to now see who you are and vice versa. So now we're spreading our message across a larger platform. Free resources. Hey, click here for a 5-day customized meal plan, something like that to get their information so we can always follow up with them. But my favorite, scholarship strategy. It gets a ton of people excited to want to sign up with you. Okay. Opposite end of that is what we call conversation calls, or this would be considered outbound marketing. It's you reaching out to individuals first. So we already touched on this a little bit earlier, but maximizing your local community, having conversations, networking with other individuals. But then when we start getting into the DMs, we'll give you specific scripts, we'll give you conversation and call examples, but more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships, have more intimate one-on-one conversations by filtering them through our WhatsApp group. So that way they're already talking to people that you already service. So by the time they get on that sales call, they know exactly who you are and what you're about. From there, we're going to move into referrals. This is the easiest way to grow your business. Okay. Friends, families, coworkers, ex-clients, talking about how amazing you are. We're going to show you different resources and strategies to incentivize them to bring you more referrals without you actually having to ask for it. Any questions on that so far?
no,
Cool. Next, we're going to move into sales overview and fundamentals. So this is another area that you mentioned that you really struggled with. How can we maximize our sales capabilities? How can we understand the sales psychology? We're going to show you how to do all that to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first is a 10-minute meet and greet. So it's kind of like a screening call. You're trying to figure out, do I really want to work with this individual and can I actually solve their problems? From there, that leads us to the closing call. This is where you're trying to lock them in as a specific client. We'll give you scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. But more importantly, this will be a game changer for you, understanding how to create financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your services. How can we get them in the door? And then once we lock them in, we want to go back and we want to track all this. So we want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, and at what length of terms. So we'll give you our resources to do this on a more efficient basis. We want predictable data every single month. Objection handling. This is going to be all the excuses you're going to hear on the online platform. We give you over 30 different examples you're going to hear over and over again. So the more you can familiarize yourself with this, the easier it is to overcome those objections. Now, the onboarding process is probably the most overlooked area by coaches and trainers. It's someone's first 30 days in your program. So this will make or break if someone wants to continue with you. Okay. So we want standards expectations to be created here, getting them free resources within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their program, just so they have an indication on what's expected of them and keeping them busy. Client delivery is what you've already been doing. This is the week-to-week process and how you deliver services, but we show you how to do this more efficiently utilizing the newest software that's available. And then we also go over communication skills. What happens if someone ghosts you, they want to quit, they're not listening? What happens if they do all that and they've already paid? How do we handle those issues? Okay. Usually there's a reason behind that. A lot of individuals want to feel like they're part of something larger than just you and them. They want to feel like they're part of a community. Some of them want more individualized touch points with you. Some want challenges, some want gifts, some want to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them. We'll give you resources and strategies to get them to execute on a more consistent basis. From there, we are going to move into customer support. So how do we deal with cancellations, refund requests? What if someone got hurt, they need to pause their services? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it for the upcoming months? And then lastly, client retention. We want to keep people in your program for longer periods of time, but keep them advancing to higher levels of it. So we'll teach you how to track it, and we'll also show you the strategies behind that. Any questions on that so far?
No.
All right, so quick recap. The program itself is 4 months long. You're gonna have your customized game planning call. You'll have your one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. You have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You have a sales coach as well. You'll have the Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support, done for you programming and optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing here?
No, that's a lot, and it's certainly a lot that I need. So
I love it. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
I did on YouTube. That's what I was saying. I related to a lot of those testimonials.
I
You
love
know,
that.
yeah.
I'm glad you did your due diligence on that. I'm going to show you our student averages. A lot of people will show off their top 10 percenters. We like to show off what the basic students do. And this is pretty cool. 73% of our students sign their client in month 1. On average, it takes them 1 week to do so. So cool stat behind this. The individuals that sign their first client in month 1, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their first client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging over 6,500. So just to be a basic mediocre student, you could expect to make 6,500 to 8K. You mentioned earlier, you're a go-getter. You're willing to do everything you can to make this happen. My expectations for you would be slightly higher. I think you could kill this. Okay.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
one, you've already quit your job, but on average, most people are quitting their job in just about 10.6 weeks to go full-time in their online fitness business. And of the students who hit a 10K month, it takes them on average just 13 weeks to do so. So just over 90 days, you could be hitting your first 10K month, which would be phenomenal. Of the students that stay with us for 12 months, they have 97 clients on their roster. Those individuals, 97 clients, are averaging 366,000 per year. Okay. So at that point in time, you wouldn't just be a one-woman show. Typically, you could expect to average anywhere between 30 to 60 clients on your own. We do have some individuals that can handle a little bit more based upon their organizational skills, but most people will be probably having an assistant coach by the time they have that 97 client roster, 97 client. Okay. And right now, our students are grading the program a 4.6 out of 5. Any questions on the averages?
No.
Cool. Did you get a chance to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
Oh, no, I didn't hear about that one.
So that's a big deal. There's a lot of companies that have a money back guarantee. We have a 3 times your investment guarantee, or you get 100% refund. So essentially how this works is that you got to attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard. Attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month. 1 group support call each week, which is only going to make sure that you're staying in a good headspace. Have no late payments. Don't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification if that's something that you want to utilize. Run a scholarship program within the first 90 days, which is only going to get you a lot of clients. And again, charge at least the bare minimum suggested price of $250 or more per client. Okay. So if you do all that, show up and just do the work that's expected, we guarantee you 3 times the amount you invest, or you get 100% refund. Okay. So worst case scenario, you get your money back. Best case scenario, you 3 times that bad boy. Does that make you feel a little bit more confident? You say what?
It does, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So I know I unpacked quite a bit. I showed you a ton of stuff. Out of all that, what do you think most stood out for you?
Oh, what stood out the most for me was the average, like the reviews. I'm big on reviews because I love to hear feedback from others, and the reviews were huge. The amount of resources that you guys have, like all those modules, and I didn't think of it as overwhelming, but I surely thought of it as, man, and that's a lot of information I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready
100%.
to learn.
Yeah,
So, there's a lot of tips and tricks in there. That marketing one, like you said, it takes me forever to get in there and try to edit and try to figure out what I want to say and how I want to say it. If I, like I said, if I got the game plan, hey, I'll stick to it. So,
yeah,
I'm really excited. I am. I'm really excited to get out here and learn, and the turnaround of 4 months, you know, I'm ready for it, but like you said, I believe it's doable. I know it's doable. I mean, I'm seeing people do this all the time, so it's very doable. Um,
100%. If you
yeah.
if
So
you can dictate 10 to 20 hours per week on this, you're going to be in a solid spot. If you can dictate 20 hours or more, you're going to be in a dangerously great spot. Okay. Do you feel like you're able to dictate at least 10 to 20 hours per week?
oh yeah, I'm probably be doing more than that.
Let's
I'm
go.
yeah, I'll probably do 10 hours. Man, if I could do 10 hours a day, you know what
Let's
I'm saying?
go.
I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm
Let's
on
get
it. I'm gonna
let's
stay
get
on it.
it. All right, cool. So the next one we're going to talk about is the investment portion. What's this going to cost us? Okay. There'll be a payment plan. There'll be a paid in full option. Paid in full just means we pay the whole thing up front. We save a significant amount of money. Payment plan means we put down a down payment. We spread it out over 4 to 6 months. Okay. We also have extended payment plans and financing options. So no matter where you're at financially, I have something to make sure we get you in the door today. Cool.
Okay.
All right. What's this going to cost us, Melissa? Oof. It's only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just playing. No, there's a payment plan of 7,300 and a paid in full option of 6,500 that saves you $800. Out of those two, which do you think works best for you?
Oh, the payment plan is gonna be better. But dang, paying full 65?
Yep. Let's talk about
You're saving a lot, but yeah, I have to do the payment plan.
that's what most people do. Let's talk about that. Okay. So typically how it works is an individual put down like the average amount a student usually puts down is about 2,300. Okay. So you do pull out my math. So 7,300 minus 2,300 gives us 5,000. We divide that by the 4 months remaining. Our monthly payments would be about 1,250 per month, which is you needing about 3 to 5 clients. Do you feel like that's reasonable for you?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You ready to do this?
I am. I'm ready to do it. I've got to get that 23 though. You said it's 23 down?
Nope, that's what the average is. We again, if we have other options that we can actually help you with. So if 2,300 is a little bit high, that does not have to be the actual minimum down. I'm just giving you an example what the average amount down is. Okay.
Oh, I got you. I
So
got you.
what we could do is we could spread it out over 6 months if that would help you. So for instance, let's just say we don't do 2,300. Let's just say on a hypothetical, let's say we did, I don't know, I'm just gonna make up a number, 1,500. Okay. That leaves us 5,800. We divide that by 5 months. Our monthly payment would be 1,160 per month, which is you needing again about 5 clients, depending on what you're charging. Do you feel like that's more reasonable for you?
That one is, yeah. That one's more reasonable.
Cool. So are you ready to commit to it?
I am, yeah, I'm ready to commit to it. When do the classes start? So how do the classes work? Is it
Yeah. So this
self-paced or
Yeah, so this is really cool. So say for instance, we move forward, okay, what I would do next is we'd go over the payment processing system together so you can see everything that I'm doing. You'd get a text from an onboarding specialist, you get course access, and you'd be able to start immediately, okay? So we'd probably get you onboarded within the next hour and a half to 2 hours, okay? You'd have course access, you'd be able to book your game planning call with your coach. You do not have to wait for that game planning call to actually get started, okay? You'd watch the orientation video, which would open up and unlock the rest of the course for you. And then I want to show you one more thing as well. Let me share my screen really quick again. I want to give you a little context behind this, okay? So say for instance, we're in here, okay? And you're going through this. So I'm just going to go pull up a random one. Okay, so administration systems. So you click on this. Now you see where it says module overview. Every module will have one of these. You'll click on this. And the cool
Mhm.
thing is once you click on it, it'll naturally save to your Google Docs. So you'll always have access. So you see this is a step-by-step Word version of this. Okay, so this will stay. So you'll
Cool.
always have this to access. Now, cool thing about this is I'm a visual learner. So for me, if I'm going to click on this, let's just pretend you're going to set up Wave for Payments. You'll click on this. So as you can see, it's literally step by step. It's dummy proof. They will show you everything. So again, you'll have access to all this immediately. Cool?
That sounds great. Yeah, that's a lot of information. I really want to dive into it.
100%. All right, are we ready to lock and load?
I wish I had that type of money right now. I don't have it, Jeremy. Really wish I did. Can you guys give me like, uh, I know I can probably get it in like 2 weeks for sure.
Cool.
Because I mean, yeah, I want to get it. I don't have quite that amount yet, so
Okay.
I know in about 2 weeks I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a pause really quick, and I'm going to answer that question. But now that you've seen everything, do you feel like this checks off all the boxes for things that you're looking for a coaching company?
It does, yeah. Most of the coaching companies that I've researched for, and you look for, and you got to find something that you relate to. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so this program is very relatable, not just because it's something I'm passionate about, but other coaching programs, they do not give you the bread and butter that you need. You know what I'm saying? You tell me I need the bakery, but you don't give me the bread and butter, but you want me to sell this bread. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard the testimonials from you guys, more than once, several times where, regular people just like myself have decided to be the superheroes of the earth, and and now that we're ready to take charge of this thing, it's really going to be life changing. So yeah, I'm ready for it. I am. It's something I know I want to do. I know I need this information, and it's something I certainly am ready for. So
Awesome. Are you 100% confident in your own skill set and abilities to follow through with the additional support and guidance that we're going to give you?
oh yeah, yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like the only thing that's really holding us back today is just the finances, the financing option. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me ask you this. Are you willing to get resourceful? When I say that, that means us come together, figure out something financially that works for you and your family. And if we can figure that out, we'd be able to get going today. Is that fair?
Yeah, yeah, of
Okay.
course.
So let's talk about some financing options. Okay. First, let me ask you this. How good's our credit? Good, bad, great, awesome, amazing. What does it look like?
Oh, after my divorce, I'm gonna be honest, it's not too good.
Okay.
It's not.
Don't worry about that. I have something for you. It's called SweetPay. It's a third-party financing company. And what this allows us to do is we take that 7,300, we spread it out over 12 months. Okay. And so it's only 5% down. So 5% down of 7,300 is 365 plus a one-time service activation fee of $59, which brings it to 424 today. Okay. Your next payment wouldn't be due until the end of August, which is about 4.5 weeks away. And your monthly payments from that point on would be about 622 a month, which is you needing like 2 clients, depending what you're charging. Pretty simple, right? Is
Hmm.
that something that you feel like you can commit to?
Yeah, I can commit to that one for sure. So it'll be
Cool.
622 over 12 months, but 425 down, right?
424 today. Yep. And then your next payment wouldn't be due until the end of August. And that at that point in time, it would be 622 a month ongoing.
Okay. Yeah. I can do that. I won't be getting paid until next Friday. Can we try to schedule to do something then so I can pay all of it? How long is that offer good for?
That offer is good until unless the price of the program goes up, which they're always updating it. But as far as that goes, like that SweetPay is always an option. Let me ask you this. What do you currently have in like checkings or savings?
Oh, my check-ins, I have about 5 in there now, and then my savings I've got 25 in there, but I just don't want to just withdraw everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ah,
100%. So let's pause for that. Let's talk about that. Okay. So right now in checkings, you got about 500 bucks. Okay. You know you're getting paid next week. Okay. Think about the averages. People are getting their first client in typically about a week on average, right? Over 73% of our students are getting their first client. Okay. So think about where you could be in the next week and a half, 2 weeks. You could already have the back end system set up. You could already be doing your intro posts, those things, right? You know you have 2,500 in your back pocket. Obviously, we're not trying to spend that, but I think we're probably in a good spot to where we can at least get you going and making the right directions as of taking action, right? You mentioned that you are a go-getter, right? Do you feel like this would get you to your overall goals?
It will. Yeah, certainly will.
And we could also
Yeah, it
get your
will.
price points changed a whole hell of a lot faster in the next over the
I
next
gotta
week.
get those prices up, man, because I'm
So this is what I propose. Okay. So right now, you're $424 away from financial freedom, right? You already have people reaching out to you wanting to be a part of Melissa's program, right? So at the end of the day, is it really going to be a risk when you have a 3 times your investment guarantee?
gonna get that back. I already know. I know I'm gonna make it back. I
So my
am. I am.
so my question to you is, you're $424 away, which means you still have, let's see, you'd still have, do my math here, 500 minus 424, you'd still have $76 left over in your checkings, and we haven't even touched your savings account, and you know you're going to make that back anyways. So my point to you is, wouldn't it be more beneficial to actually get you started today and hold yourself accountable? Get that help that you've been looking for.
It would. It really would. Oh, oh. I mean, I've got to check and see, what other expenses my kids have. School starting in another couple of weeks. I gotta check on some other things. But man, this sounds too good. Like I'm like, go for it, go for it.
So let's talk
Jesus.
about that. My kids start school in 2 weeks too, right? But you're getting paid next week, right? So is it fair to say in life there's always going to be something that could possibly come up, right? Now, I wouldn't want to put any karma on anyone, but does that stop you from going to the gym? Like, you could get in a car accident. Does that stop you from going? No. You've
Thanks,
got,
so don't. No excuses. There's
and
no
you
excuses,
just said to
God.
your clients, hey, no excuses. Let's make this happen. This is your purpose in what your dream, correct?
It is. It is.
And
It
you
really
100%
is.
believe in your own skill set and abilities, correct?
I do. I do.
So
Yeah,
this is going to give you everything that you've been looking for. We can't afford not to commit to this.
you're right. Hmm. I still gotta wait. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I gotta wait on it. I got to. I gotta think about a few more things, Jeremy. I really do. I want to get this done. I know I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's no doubt in my mind I'm gonna do it. The longer you wait, the more I just don't want to keep waiting. I don't want to keep waiting. I really need to make a few more calls to just make sure I'm gonna have this thing managed out like I need it to. But certainly I want to get this. I know I'm gonna start this program. I am, for sure. I really want to start now. But I gotta have another conversation with someone about my finances before I jump into that. So, um, yeah, but I
So do you
certainly
know,
am.
out of curiosity, are you the decision maker on what takes place with your finances?
I'm not. That's why I said. I mean, I want to do it. I've got to talk to my boyfriend about it. He's all for it. We've been talking about getting this business started, and I've been telling him about the next level, and we've discussed it, and I told him that we got this call, and so if I present it to him like I know present it to him, he's gonna be all for it. Cause I mean, he knows the progress. He's been with me from the beginning, so he knows how passionate I am about this. He was in Navy, so it's like, he understands the discipline that comes behind it. So yeah, I gotta talk it over with Bay. Hey, don't worry, we on the same team. We're on the
No, I,
same team.
I respect that. My wife is very similar to that. Now, let me ask you this. You already mentioned that he's already going to be for it. Okay. So let me ask you this. What would happen if he was like, nah, Melissa, we can't do this right now? What would you do?
I'm still gonna do it. I'm fine. I'll get the money because I'm still gonna do it. I mean, I still am. I still gonna do it. But I'm gonna respect him and allow us to talk it over first, because I've done some business decisions in the past that I was for sure that I wanted to do. And no. But yeah, I am. Like we know this is something we want to do. He wants this for me too. So
So
but yeah,
my
I'm
question,
gonna respect his decisions on it and talk to him about it.
what if I have a cool game plan for this where I can make both of you happy? Would you be open to hearing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so you had mentioned that he's already supporting you. He's been a part of your journey when you've lost all that weight, right? And he wants you to start this business, right? He knows you're on the phone call. So do you feel like your boyfriend would be opposed to you making a decision that's going to impact you guys financially in a better situation to where you're 3 times the amount you're currently making? Now, that's not the catch to it. Okay, so this is it. Why don't we at least lock in, but we invite him to the game planning call so he's a part of the game planning call? So you're showing him that, hey, you knew about this business decision, it solves all the problems, and there's a 3 times your investment guarantee. I want to do something that I know is going to be very valuable for our family. I want to have more time with my brother. I want to have more time for, my daughters. And I knew this is something that's going to benefit you as well. Do you think any man is going to be opposed to you making that decision if it's going to better your household situation?
Oh, not any man, but this man, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna flip, man. I'm gonna talk to him about it some more. I am. I'm gonna have to talk to him about it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll send you a condensed presentation on what we went over. It's only 10 minutes. Okay. So that way he can kind of see
Okay.
the highlights of everything. Also send him like an overview link. I'll send him a copy of or I'll send you a copy of the guarantees so he can see the averages, the guarantees. Men are very logical thinkers. They like to know what the return on investment is going to be.
He is. He's one of those, you know what I'm saying? And he's at work right now, or I would have scheduled when he gets off, but he is one of those that he has to have like, what am I investing? What are we doing? How much is this return? You know what I'm saying? Like he has to understand the logic behind it. And I get it. But I already know I'm gonna talk him into saying it. I just have to we just have to have that conversation. But
Okay.
yeah, if you could send it over to me, I'm ready for it. Like I said, I went from having 300 followers on Instagram to like 57,000 in 4 months.
Let's
So
go.
yeah, so I mean, and like I said, I'm a go-getter. Like I'm gonna go after it. I want it. You know what I'm saying? I know that I have the drive to do it. I even gained 30 pounds and lost it in like a month just to prove to people that this is all natural. You could do this. Keep a routine, keep going. So I'm really passionate about it. I believe in this program. I believe it's successful. I know that I'm going to be a successful part of this program. I'm ready for it. But yeah, we're gonna get on it, and if you send us that invite, I'm gonna certainly get him on board with it too, so we can. Who's to say? I mean, he may pay for the whole thing. But yeah,
So
baby steps. So I know that.
I just sent you an overview link video, and then I also sent you the 10K video. The 10K or the 10-minute video is just kind of what I showed you, all those modules, but it's just a little bit faster and more condensed. And then right now I'm
Okay.
also sending you over pictures of the guarantees, like screenshots. Let me know when you get those.
Yep, I got him.
Cool. Now let's go ahead and look at our phone that we have available, our times that we have available. Would you guys be open to getting back on a call tomorrow or Wednesday?
Let's do Wednesday.
Okay. What time works well for you?
Um, let's do 5 o'clock because he gets off at like around 4, so 5 is good
So 5
because we'll
p.m.
have time to look over
CST.
it tonight. Yep.
Okay. Now this will be good too, because when he's off and he's able to ask me questions as well, and I can also just go over different, more creative ways for financial options as well. Because I know I shared a lot with you, and you're like, "What did he just say?" Like there was a ton of just stuff that I threw at you. So this way, it'll give him an opportunity to ask questions as well. Cool.
Cool. Sounds great.
All right, I got you locked in for Wednesday at 5 p.m. Did you save me?
I got you locked in. 5
All right.
o'clock.
If you have any other questions or concerns, go ahead and shoot me a text. I'll also send you over a mini course as well, just to keep your mind kind of busy and active. I want you to leave this call as if we already committed to being a student today. Okay. So I'm going to be sending you some
Okay.
homework. Cool.
I sure will. Thanks, Jeremy.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.